pole can take so much away from this fixture, how well they've bowled. Brilliant batting at the top of the order. Some runs and some time at the crease for Sharky Bim. Hemant Dami, who also took 4 wickets. DSRA bowled short, punched out towards a deep cover fielder. The man with 4 wickets picks up and returns. And all of a sudden, I'm getting a bit too warm here. Play up towards long on. Birrell with the runs there. These two will take great pride in seeing out the 50 if they possibly can. Yes, they've only got 2 wickets to work with, but they'll be enjoying the battle, these two.
And often when the sun starts shining out, the wicket becomes easier to bat on.
Goes back to a quicker delivery from Array.
Not sure that's quite the plan you want to be doing, but whatever works.
Well, he got it out. Down the track, chipped up towards Cow Corner region. Fielded by mid-on, running round to his left. I think these two batters have got a real opportunity to gradually build an innings. Risk-free. And what an experience they're getting bowling against or batting against a bowling lineup of this calibre.
Yeah, absolutely. And you want to tick some milestone boxes coming out of this game, especially if you're not at this stage. You're further away from the win. You want to get some positives out of this. Obviously, with Jersey's opponents again on Wednesday will be the same team. We'll try and bat as long as possible. You've got the UAE arriving in a few weeks' time for that series, so it's just about quality time during this period.
Do you think the Jersey top order went about it in the wrong way, or was it just brilliant bowling from Dami?
I just thought it was really good bowling.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Good bowling, consistent. Yeah, could you leave more? Could you be a bit more vigilant? There were some deliveries in there that potentially a little bit soft. But I just thought that the relentless deliveries that are coming from both sides. Was credit to
Well, Raj Banshi is the bowler taking over from Sandeep Lamachan. He's starting with a couple of dots. Good chance for him to get some overs in. Left arm round. Just back of a length and push back without any danger. Nepal would. They couldn't have really. They couldn't have really designed a better day. Opener getting 100, bowlers getting overs under their belts, and maybe even an early finish.
Yeah, and from Stuart Law's perspective, the head coach, I think he'll be rather pleased with today's outcomes. The lads have got time in the middle, which is exactly what this fixture was designed for, both from a bat, ball, field perspective. They've rotated the ball around to different bowlers. Different batters have got an opportunity to come in and play different passages of the game, which is probably something they'll be doing over the next coming weeks, where they'll be tested more. Exactly what you want from the first game of the tour, so yeah.
Down the track, hit with confidence out towards Cow Corner. It's gone for 6. It was Gulshan running around from long on trying to get a hand on it. It's gone over his left shoulder and into the hedges. And finally, something for the Jersey fans to cheer for.
Finally, it's coming the 24th over after 8 wickets down. But nonetheless, that's a great sign. But a good matchup. Left arm spinner against a left-handed bat. Left-handed bat is always going to be in control of that matchup.
So impressive, this from Charlie Brennan. Who's a force just pushing back here against Nepal. Short ball clubbed away off the back foot from Birrell, skipping along the outfield, and all of a sudden back-to-back boundaries. Jersey moves to 85 for 8.
Some real impetus in the last couple of deliveries there, but this is what we want to see. This is, you know, and Charlie's played it really well. 31 of 61. Again, reinforcing the message that I was giving earlier. If you spend time at the crease, runs will flow. Just don't give your wicket away cheaply, which unfortunately some batters have done. But most importantly, allow yourself to spend some time at the crease. Short balls, loose balls will come. You can capitalise on them.
Huge swing. Now that's the shot of a man who's just watched 1-6, hit a 4 himself, and wants a bit more of the action.
I don't mind that.
He's gone again, and he's missed again, and the ball's missed the stump somehow again. It's quite a strange little turn of events here, where Daniel Birrell, after being so strong in defence, he's just swinging the bat. Could that be 4 as well? He punched it over the bowler's head. No, it's going to be a calm single. Picked up by an advancing fielder. Do you reckon he's going to start just throwing the bat now, see what he can get from this?
Well, judging by the last 4 balls, I don't think he's going to die wandering, that's for sure.
Well, Brennan needs to make sure he continues playing his game. Whatever Birrell gets up to at the other end, Brennan has to continue batting exactly how he has done. Pulls away in front of square, deep man out there does the fielding. Ripple of applause from third man. And now I can say with the ultimate truth that blue sky is appearing.
It's out. We can see it.
Just in time for a display of boundary hitting from the number 6 and the number 10. $87 for 8 then, 26 overs gone. 164 needed from 144 balls. Which doesn't look outrageous until you see the wickets column, where Jersey sit 8 down. Raj Banshee will be coming from left arm over the wicket.
Hitting with the breeze of the leg side boundary. We've already seen 1-6 off the last over. Maybe we could see some more firepower.
Well, it was a big hit and it only just cleared the boundaries, a long way out there. It goes back to Brennan. And you picked up on it, didn't you? The matchup between left arm off spin and left hand batting. And that 6 on the last ball of the previous over from this end being dispatched in that arc. And a lovely bit of batting from Charlie Brennan. Takes a single, runs up to the non-striker's end. Just as if the situation was calmly in the balance. But is there hope? Should we be thinking about any kind of hope here, Kitty?
I would love to say yes, but the scoreboard tells me slightly different.
We wouldn't be doing our job if we didn't give the listener a hint. Flick through the leg side, this could be 2. Lamachani running around to his right hand side, so the up just for a single. Throws in with his right hand. You do feel a duty, don't you? to feel as if the game is still gonna reach an incredible conclusion. It could be on. Rajbanshi bowls down the leg side and whipped out towards deep square leg, and these two batting well, building a nice partnership here, approaching the triple figure mark.
The danger here from Nepal is you just step off the button a little bit. You let the side back in and get a valuable 30, 40, 50 runs. I think that's one area that I would be looking at as well, is how clinical and ruthless you can be from this position.
That's the word, isn't it? Ruthless. If Nepal indeed think they're the better side here, they'll want to be ruthless, they'll want to take a commanding victory, but it's been a tremendous counter from Birrell and Brennan. They moved Jersey past 90 after 27 overs. Just those 2 wickets left in hand. And DSRA's having a nice long bowling spell. But it's the kind of partnership that you can hear just how flat it is out there. It's the kind of partnership that could cause a few head scratchers, a little bit of an odd feeling out there.
I'd love to see Charlie get a single and bring Daniel back on strike and see whether he can take him to the cleaners again or go downtown.
Would you be wanting your side to really go after it, get it completely done, or in a game like this, are you happy that they take time in the game?
Look, for me, time in the game is important at this stage. Both people are playing, first representative 50-over game of the summer, with different sort of tasks to sort of achieve throughout the day. So, if you can take that game as deep as possible, brilliant. Just show intent to bat.
Down the track comes Brennan, pulls out of this shot. He made the right call there. He could have gone after it and been stumped with ease. That's a sign of a man who's far from giving up. Yes, he's gone down the wicket to be positive. As he goes back and is struck on the pad, it's going down leg. Looks up to the sky. He wants to keep the scoreboard ticking, but he understands that his job is just to remain out there at the current moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's doing it really well. 34 or 72 balls is not ideal, but given the situation, I think he's played it fantastically well. Just need somebody to stick around with him and see if they can get a partnership, which unfortunately they haven't.
Well, what Brennan would love is a bit of Daniel Birrell fireworks, wouldn't he? Just to be able to sit at the other end and watch a lower order bat at the other end really go after it, put the bowlers under pressure, cause the field to be spread.
I reckon this is the over.
Maybe Rajbanshi runs in, pushes back calmly. Well, he's had a little bit of time at the non-strikers, hasn't he? Daniel Birrell, we saw a few mighty swings last time he was on strike against Ray. Rajbanshi round the wicket, pushed out nicely towards the long arm. Just a technical point from me, Ixim. I don't think I've ever seen a left arm off spinner run in at this angle. He almost goes away from his bowling arm. So it'll start from slightly behind the umpire. It's more extravagant from round the wicket. Clubbed over mid-wicket. That's racing away to the boundary. Well then, it's Charlie Brennan who is the man to up the ante. 4 more for him.
Yeah, and from Brennan's point of view, this is great. He's not got 3 men out there. He's only got 2 men out there. He's not bowling with a vast majority of turn on the off the pitch. So why not come down and keep tracking him down the ground? That's a great option to have. As long as he can clear mid wicket, it's a great option.
Oh. Tucked into the leg side. Brennan moves on to 38, 39 now. This is what you wanted, Kazim. This is what you wanted. One ball.
This could be it. This could be it.
Daniel Birrell. Eyes on the screen, everybody. Tumbling attempt from Bim is in vain. Fielded in the deep by Ishan Pandey. With a big beaming smile. A few chuckles coming over from deep mid wicket. Will Brennan go after him again? Goes back and takes a single. They're looking for two. Pandey's sped up. They're going to go for the two. Brilliant work from the two batters who are setting a real example of how to bat on this surface.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is a little bit late in the day, but you can definitely do it. I mean, they've shown quality, resilience coming back in, and a little bit of resistance, if I'm going to be honest. They've stuck around. Investing in the ones and twos, boundary options aren't always there, and when they are, when the right matchups are there, you can take that risk. You can get the reward for it as well. This is the matchup I'm looking forward to. This could be downtown.
Well, Jersey are 1 run off 3 figures, and Birrell will be wanting to send them 5 runs past them in quick time and beyond. Here's a Ray. Will he tempt Birrell? Back of a length, punched up towards long on. You'll have to wait a few more balls. It was such a, looking back now, how he's batted since, it was such a random 3 swings, wasn't it?
It was, and it was nowhere near him. That was the worst thing about it.
Toe ended back towards the bowler. Did I see a bit of a stare there from Ray? Maybe a little bit of tension. Don't go back to that ball. Lobs one up for Brennan, who punches out towards long off. He moves to 42, and there is 101. 100 is up for Jersey. Now there's a slight incline in the volume of the ripple. And the crowd appreciating 3 figures. Birrell skewing it out towards cover. He looks like he's thinking about it.
It just needs the ball that's slightly lofted, slightly flighted. It's a little bit slower. That's the ball.
Oh, it's picked up and it's hit Pandey almost in the face there. It's picked up off one of the squares. And it's sent his sunglasses flying off. Out comes the medic sprinting out. Looks like he's been hit in the chin there. Umpire's gone to check on him. Medic's slightly slowed down. Whether that's him tiring out or realising that the situation is a bit less drastic, we'll come to see. It's a really nasty one there.
Yeah, and unfortunately it's just ricocheted off something off the square and it's just taken off a divot or something like that, but it's not an easy one to play out to, but well done for the bravery. Hit him straight in the face. Seems like he's okay. Smiling, giggling, talking. And he's chewing.
Yeah, he's chewing his gum with ferocity. So any danger of that jaw being out of action. You can just see him in the back of shot there, testing out his chin, his mandible, for the scientists among you. So Daniel Birrell. Well, from some of the shots he's played, he was actually quite fortunate it was a ball that didn't come off the middle of the bat. That struck him in the chin.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse, couldn't it?
Here's a Ray. Beaten through the gate. DSRA can't believe it. That ends the over. And maybe Birrell, after he's been beaten all ends up, playing a solid defensive, will he be thinking, maybe I should just give it a whack? End of the over. 101 for 8 off 30 overs. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, great for Jersey that they've got to 100, 101. That milestone tick there. Got to 30 overs, still got 20 overs to play. Don't want to go through the motions. I think for Charlie Brennan, if he obviously got a little milestone and 50 there for himself, if he can get there. Daniel Birrell, swing from the houses as often as possible, but equally support Brennan where he possibly can. And see what potentially could come back out. Change of bowling. Sandeep.
I think this man, Raj Banshi, just looking at his body language, looks a little bit dejected. The fact that he had a chance there to go on and stamp his mark on this game, didn't quite take a wicket. Lamachani is back onto the bowling to finish this game off in a pout. Now, will Lamachani tempt him into a big shot? Will he continue to use the googly as his target delivery? Short ball cut away powerfully out towards extra cover. It's going to be a chase for Raj Banshi. And it's been returned. How will Lamachani go about taking his wickets?
I think he'll play the googly mark to the left. He'll try and get him off strike. I don't think there'll be many free balls to the left-hander, and I think he'll try and attack the right-hander. He's very strong against the right-handers, very, very strong.
Brennan moves to 45 with that single.
I would love to see a change of ploy here from Sandeep. Just slow it down, slightly more flighted. Take the length off. Really invite him to come out. There you go.
Lofted.
There you
Beats
go.
the bat. Great stumping, but not given. Looks like Birrell maybe just got back in time. It was an instant celebration behind the stump from Asif, and I must be honest, I thought he was walking off there at one point.
Might be a slight fumble at the back of the stumps with the keeper. But that's the sort of delivery I'm talking about. It's just take a little bit of pace off the up and down movement. Take some length off. Really draw him into the delivery. Don't allow him to play off the back foot.
Lamachani's clearly been brought on now to finish this game. But the Jersey batters continue to frustrate this Nepal side. So it looks like we might have a change of bowling. I think DSRA's taken himself off. As soon as we can decipher the new bowler, we will let you know. But here's a slow motion shot of the stumping from the perfect angle. Oh, it's a long bit of slow-mo here. It's building up the tension. Let us know your thoughts. Birrell. Trigger. Walked out of his crease. You're absolutely right. It was a fumble from Asif. If he caught that cleanly, that is out. And I think a good call from the umpire. What do you think?
Yeah, fantastic call, but he's actually missed the stumps on the first time round because he's too far behind.
Was it not a drop? Was it a clean take and he's missed the stumps and
Clean
gone
take,
off it?
missed the stumps,
Wow.
and then on the way back down, he's gone and hit the stumps.
So, it is Operation Clear Through the last 2 wickets, because it is their wicket taker, Hemant Dami. 4 for 18 from his 5. There's also been 3 for Arif today. And 1 for Sandeep Lamichhane. It was almost a second there. Here comes Dami. Last time we saw him bowl, he had 3 slips in. Slightly different look to this field. Deep men at mid-wicket. Cover, fine leg, third man. Thumped over the bowler's head. Brilliant shot from Brennan. And that's a way to welcome back the man with 4 wickets.
Made it look very easy there. Fantastic cricket shot. Both men up inside the ring, mid on, mid off. Not the delivery you want to be bowling to a left-hander who's in at the crease in his 40s. Seen the ball quite comfortably. Played the situation really well. 49 off 81, and that was a clean strike.
And now, if he is to take home the match ball with 5 wickets, it's going to be considerably more damaged after that shot. Some lovely sun rays shining through the coverings of clouds out to our left, to the west side of the island. Dami in. Short, clipped away. And that brings up a quite brilliant 50. The jersey number 6 on this day, first game, the DFDS International Summer Series. His team was in a whole load of strife. He came in at 32 for 4. Jonty Jenner got out for a golden duck, and it was all the momentum with Nepal. And Brennan has come in and hit a magnificent 50.
Yeah, he's played it really well. Fantastic innings and done a job for his team there. 50 off 82 balls. Struck the ball really well. Early doors, very cautious. Played the ball very close to the body towards the back end of that 50. Was looking to attack and play some aggressive shots.
Birol driving in the air past the diving backward point fielder. And good fielding out in the deep. Sharky out there. What have you picked up there, Kasim?
Is the umpire signalling on no ball there?
Did. You're absolutely right. So a chance, here you go. Here's your man, Daniel Birol. He's now got a free hit. Where's he going to hit it? I'm saying cow corner.
I'm saying the green net down at the bottom over mid-on.
Yeah. Wide, long on area. There's a long corrugated iron roof just behind the net back there. That could be taking a bit of a thumping.
That's
maybe a hole in it.
That's a big call. That is it's a big boundary.
Is that how far beyond that hedge is it? Because it is a big. It is a big hit out there, but it looks from here that building's not far beyond the hedge.
That's a big call. I'd be surprised if he gives him length and pace to play with.
Oh, it's wide outside the off stump. It won't be called because of the backing away from Daniel Birol. Bit of extra bounce, you think?
Bounce back of the hand, slow ball bouncer. And the way it's en route to the keeper, 2 or 3 bounces. It's taken all the pace off. Clever bowling.
So this partnership is now past the 50 mark. 53 it's on now. Back of a length. There was a punch out towards mid-off. Feels like their 2 best bowlers are on now in tandem. And Jersey, they're just frustrating the pal hit. I think these 2 batters are quite enjoying it.
Yeah, that's the danger, especially towards the back end. You can often start searching for wickets and you might end up leaking runs, leaking boundaries. take your foot off the pedal, anything can happen.
Huge swing. Almost fell off his feet there, Birrell. Trying to hit it over extra. It would have been an incredible shot. He's had to regain his balance after he made a huge swing and a miss. And Nepal continuing to search for that final wicket. Such an interesting dynamic out there with Nepali, who think they've won the game. However, these Jersey batters are not going down without a fight. Birrell pops it up into the offside with a back face coming from out to in. Slicing shot. Ends the over. 113 for 8. 18 overs to go. Now, I hear you ask, where were Nepal at this point? Well, it was about the rain break. The rain break came at 31 overs, and at this point, Nepal were 158 for 2. I didn't actually hear you ask that. I just assumed it, Kasim.
Telepathically just understood what
Yeah.
I was asking. Absolutely.
Well, here's a graphic for you. The worm. Jersey were ahead for about 5 overs, and then came a triple wicket maiden. Lamichhane. Whack down the ground, out towards long on. Goes to the long barrier out there. And Lamichhane now has to bowl against the left-hander once more. The man past his half century.
Be interesting to see how he now that he's past his 50, what kind of tactic he's looking to play. Is he still going to be offensive and quite attacking, or is he looking to just be attacking from straight up? Now that he's seen the deliveries more than the other batters, he's actually in and quite comfortable.
Goes back to Lamichhane. I think if he is to start clicking up through the gears after going past half century, I can think of other bowlers he might start that against.
Yeah, maybe from the other side, attack from the other side.
And actually put pressure on Lamichhane by scoring runs at the other end. But here he comes down the track. Fielder out there, but he split them. It's a 1 bounce 4. And Charlie Brennan is starting to move up. The rate's climbing. Good 4 for him. He moves on to 54. Jersey 118 for 8.
Yeah, and a little bit of aggression shown there, and the clear sign. You know, talking about what we were just mentioning there, whether he goes up the gears. But I think from Nepal's perspective, that's 4 times he's hit that pocket there.
Yeah.
And I think they might be just missing a trick there, where not sure mid-wicket's really required at this stage, whether they can pack out 3 between sort of mid-on and the scoreboard and really fill that pocket up. He's not swept once, so the guy at deep squares really not being utilised as much, and he's not hit Sandeep over mid-off. So mid-off will potentially go back in the ring, mid-wicket can go back out, and I think they really look to sort of choke his options all available to him.
Make him try and search for a new boundary option.
Yeah, and make him do something different that he's not comfortable with at the moment. A leg spinner coming in to a left-handed bat, no different to a left arm spinner coming into a left-handed bat. Just makes it a little bit easier for him. Unless he goes 5 out of 5 googlies or 3 out of 3, whatever's left. Goes round the wicket and can tee him up outside off stump more often.
And so after the ball did find the gap you're talking about there, they're going to have to use a new one. And Jersey will be hoping this ball doesn't swing in net, because with Hemant Dami 1 wicket away from a 5-wicket haul at the other end, it could change the game. So, I have a bit of news that is on record. As Lamichhane's in full, played away beautifully through the covers, almost off the back foot Played like a half volley, almost like a Steve Smith style back foot punch through the covers off a wide half volley. Back-to-back fours for Charlie Brennan. And of the 8 List A games Brennan has played for Jersey, the 20-year-old, that is his first 50. And a scything cut brings in 4 more. I think it's trickling away. No, I've called it way too early. 3 fours in a row would have been nice. However, it is just a 2. Yeah, he's got the 2 50s in T20 international cricket. But it's his first 50, and he has actually just doubled his entire List A tally. Although I don't think this is an official List A game, it's a one-dayer. Good to think about, though. Ramachani brings up long off, sends out deep cover. And perhaps that deep mid-wicket is slightly straighter. Long on is definitely wider. As he comes down the track and drills it up past a mid-off fielder who goes out after it.
So that's what I'm talking about, is trying to bring mid-off up, get him to hit in different pockets. And that was a short-arm slap. Not an easy shot to play. And if that did turn, you're potentially causing some trouble there.
And perhaps, go on.
By sort of capturing that pocket down on the leg side over that cow corner area, you've taken a really strong option away from him. So he's having to find different shots. Although he was successful on the offside, because they've now put the offside fielder out, the deep cover fielder out, brought mid off up. He's making him do other things. So this is again another area for youngsters or spinners or leg spinners. Get batters to get out of their comfort zone, get them to play in areas that they're not comfortable with, and start really capturing them pockets where their strengths are, get them to bowl to their weaknesses.
It's going to be interesting to see how Charlie Brennan thinks about counter-attacking that move from Nepal. They've taken your advice, they've tried to block off his boundaries, and he's trying to search them in other ways. He's on strike to Dami. Good length ball clipped out towards what I've been on. And I don't want to be the guy that still says it's possible. However, it's now 126 off 101. That hasn't got a huge amount worse. And I can't believe I'm saying it. It's possible.
100% it's possible. It's always possible. I would never say it's not possible.
It'd be an almighty finish, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
In the darkness. It's been top edged on the uppercut. It's going to be spinning out towards third man. Been retrieved inside the rope by Arif Sheikh. He's got 3 wickets to his name. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him come back on soon. For 8. I think that the Nepalese fans have lost a bit of steam too.
It's gone a bit quiet over there, isn't it? Hey?
Dami in again. Birrell, who's also played a little bit of a underrated knock here, sits on 22. We have mentioned his club form from yesterday. And he's been a player of a couple of quite exciting moments so far this innings. You don't want to take your eyes off this man batting. He stands ready. Front down the ground, on drive, on the up. Scuffling up towards the sight screens. And Lamachani does some good fielding out there. It does feel like this outfield has got slightly slower throughout the day.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with the amount of rain that's been on there as well. So it's you do normally get value for shots, and on another day that could have raced away to the boundary. So you're gonna have to hit it hard. You're gonna have to hit the pockets to get your value for shot for your boundary. But they've done well so far, the Jersey batters.
Back of a length, cut up over extra cover. It takes a soft bounce, skips over the boundary. What an incredible shot.
That is an impressive cricket shot. Tall man punched over mid-off. That is a fantastic cricket shot. Not easy to do at all. He tried it earlier on, maybe a couple of overs ago. Didn't quite come off. And I tell you what, there's a little bit of emphasis of stress in the Nepalese fielders. You can just see the body languages. It's now starting to creep in.
A little bit of nail biting, a little bit of second guessing. Heads down. That's what a lower order partnership can do to a fielding side. Oh, it struck Dammy on the hand. Small chance of a run out, but very safe. He looks in a lot of discomfort there. Still hunched over his hand that took the impact. We might get a short pause in play. As on comes the medic again, sprinting on. A little bit slower again than last time. He's got a heavy bag though in his right hand. Here we go, we're going to get a slow motion replay. This would be some incredible camera work. Oh no, that's the shot we wanted. Beautiful. How challenging is that shot to play?
That reminds me of Virat Kohli in Australia against Pakistan.
Yes.
Back foot punch. Oh. Is this the new Virat Kohli of Jersey cricket?
Well, I'd be a little bit worried if he was coming in at number 10. Quote everyone, Cassie Malley, is Daniel Birrell the next Virat?
Based on that shot. But
get that on a plaque. I'll definitely be... He can clip that up now, can't he? Put it on his socials. Today, by the former Q8 head coach, I was likened to the great Virat Kohli. That is some testament. Here's your man though, back on. DSRA, skipper's trying to take it into his own hands.
This could be an interesting matchup in this over. He's coming on from the opposite side to where he started off.
Now this is an end where we saw a lot of success for the right arm off spin of Nick Greenwood. With this wind that continues to blow across the ground, the flag's still a good sign of the breeze that is pushing across it. And a couple of times we've seen that, they're going to get through to a quick single. Daniel Birrell has occasionally just driven across the line of the ball from out to win and brought the leading edge. 3 flags up. Jersey flag in the middle. Nepal just over to the right, and UAE, who Jersey will be welcoming in a few games' time. The end of this month. 2 more one-dayers on the 27th and 29th, I believe, here at Granville. 1 more to come against Nepal after this on Wednesday. Brennan cuts down on it. That's towards short third man. Current run rate's climbed up, knocking on the door of 4 runs per over. And that required run rate has sort of settled around the mid-7s. 16 overs, 115 to win. 2 set batters. I tell you, they'd love a boundary before the end of this over just to keep up that momentum. Again hitting the fielder. Skipper, good over from him. Plenty of dots. And whether that might just make these 2 batters second guess themselves and maybe push for an extra boundary in the second over. Great bowling from Array.
Great over. Absolute fantastic over. And again, that's what I said. Depender seems to be starting it in. He'll try and get through the over very, very quickly. But also, when he first came on, you know, that passage of play just got a little bit easier for the batters. So I'm just wondering whether he swapped ends, just trying to get a little bit more purchase, maybe.
Well, that is the wicket-taking end. He has got the one wicket from the end we're at.
Sandeep went over. He called it.
We did, didn't we? Lamachani. Huge swing from Daniel Birrell. They sneak through to a single. They think about the overthrow, but that's where we can get some dangerous run-outs. How often do you see that? The batter run past the stumps on the first single, then turn around for an overthrow and get run out at the other end. But yes, Lamachani returning to the wicket-taking end. Array swapping with him. As that skipper goes out to square leg. Point, sorry, the left-hander. Brennan on strike. 14.5 overs to go. Back to Wade as Brennan just misses the stumps. Agonising for Nepal. A disgruntled Lamachani yells out in anger. They need to keep their heads in, Nepal. Trust the wicket will come. Down the track, and Brennan thumps it up to mid-off, and for a moment there I thought he just ran past it. But Jersey on to 138 for 8. But it's been a good few overs here for Nepal. They do, as tricky as it sounds, bowling. When Nepal have got 8 wickets, they have to stay patient.
Yeah, 100%. Keep trusting the process. Keep trusting that a mistake is going to happen and things are going to come.
Umpire motions, bat involved.
What you can't do is just keep going through the motions, not trying to close out the game. Whilst the run rate is creeping up, there's still a chase on here.
There is.
And with now 2 set batters in, it's an ideal position for Jersey to try and come back into the game.
Brennan cracks it away through extra cover off the back foot. He moves to 67 with a fine stroke through the offside. Lamachani dropping a rare delivery short. And Brennan tucking in. Jersey move on to 142 for 7. The runs needed now, almost under 100. 109 to win off 85 balls. Yes, the run rate is creeping up, but that boundary is going to help. Lamachani looking to change the angle. Right arm round the wicket to the left-hander. I imagine this will be pitched up. Towards a full toss in the end as Brennan turns it into leg for a single. And Jersey on 144 for 8 concludes the over. Now, Kasim, Nepal looking to strike. They tried Hemant Dami, they tried bringing the skipper back on, they tried Lamachani. What's the next option?
2 seamers up front, get them back on strike.
Yeah.
Karen KC,
Yes.
Sampal Kami, go back to your strike bowlers.
Also haven't seen much from Arif Sheikh since his 3 wicket taking spell. But again, the skipper looking to take the matter into his own hands. Brennan waits. Such a strong shot for him, that off the back foot. Had a lot of success, especially to the spin. Cow corner and cover have been good scoring areas for him. And at what point will Brennan start to get a little bit more frustrated with those kind of balls he misses out on? I think he's just looked up at that deep mid-wicket boundary, which is open. But he plays that well up towards long off. This is a brilliant display of batting.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's really shown the other batters on how to potentially bat on the surface, sticking in, staying in for long periods of time. You know, you get your rewards, and he's making it look easy at this present moment in time.
And even if Jersey don't go on to win this game, just psychologically moving into Wednesday, if they collapse to a huge 200-run defeat, they'd have gone into that with no confidence. But this is going to, as you say, set the example. That's huge. Yes, the player's interested, but it's gone over him. It's gone miles into the hedges, over extra cover. Not the first time we've seen a shot like that, but that's the first time it's gone for a 6. And it's the biggest shot we've seen out there in that direction today. 150 is up for Jersey. Yes, they're 8 down, but this chases on.
That potentially could have been the shot of the day for me. The way
Potentially? Oh, I think it is.
The way he's manufactured that off the back foot. Oh my God, that is an incredible cricket shot. Power, picked out of pocket, beautiful shot.
I can see Birrell going after it again here. Oh, on the ground this time though. Up towards long off.
Tell you what, the groundsman's putting a shifter in, isn't he? He's doing
you've
well.
reminded me. Of course, he's batting on his own surface. Array back now bowling to the man on 69, Brennan. Who whips it away out towards deep square leg. They're going to push back for a 2. This is so good from the Jersey pair. They've stayed in 10th throughout this partnership. They started calmly. There was a gradual increase in rate. And they're now in a good position. 154 for 8. And as you can see on the replay there, a shake of the head in disbelief from Kasim.
That's an impressive cricket shot. I think any batter around the world would be absolutely impressed with that. It's not the first one he's done today. This is the second one he's done. He's tried it before as well, didn't come off. That is a proper cricket shot.
So Charlie Brennan goes past his high score for Jersey of 67 not out, and again, what's that, third, fourth time today? Kasim has predicted something completely perfectly.
I'm going to put the lottery numbers on, I reckon.
Get back on Sompal, Cammy, I reckon. Are you keeping tabs with the with your mate Array, are you? Prove me right on comms, will you? Here comes Cammy. Doesn't quite get up off a length, but Birrell, who's now got his eye in, moves to 40.
Yeah, the danger is obviously Sompal coming back on. You've got some pace back in now, which probably might be in the favour of the batters. Sompal's main objective now is to take pace off, put variations on, really look to sort of disturb the pattern and the rhythm of the batter. They look really comfortable at the moment, and that chase is definitely on. 96 of 77 balls.
Well, I can tell you, they need to exactly double their partnership. As Brennan backs away and hits mid-wicket with power. So the current partnership, 96. These two came in when Ward was dismissed for 1 at 59 for 8. Now the scores. Who would have believed this? 155 for 8.
It just goes to show when you put a partnership in place, you've got 2 set batters. What a cricket
Whacked
shot.
over mid-wicket. No one's out there. This takes a big leap towards the rope. Then goes away for 4. There you go. You were saying.
There's definitely some confidence and belief from these 2 batters. They've got a partnership in place. I definitely think this run chase is definitely on. And what they've done is, by positioning themselves nicely, they've put themselves in a real good position to potentially chase this down. And you can just see a little bit of nervous energy in the fielding department.
100 partnership between these two for the 9th wicket. Flick down towards fine leg, straight to the man at short fine leg. Either side of him, that's 4.
That's really unlucky. Really unlucky.
These are such beautiful moments in the game of cricket where the whole mentality of both sides begins to switch. All of a sudden, these batters were batting with nothing to lose. All of a sudden, the game situation is creeping up on them. How will they change? A brilliant delivery from Cammy. Almost running away in celebration as it just grazes past the outside edge.
So that particular delivery, the roll of the fingers over the top of the ball, that's what we should be looking at more from the bowlers now.
Okay.
You cannot just put seam on, pace on, length to try and see if you can bowl the magic delivery. You've got to try and close this innings out. 'Cause the danger is if they continue batting the way they are, they could be chasing 40 or 30 balls.
Well, it's what you could say. The non-striking batter did so well with the ball. Down the track comes Brennan. Bit of a plink up towards long on. Well, Daniel Birrell dismiss both the Nepalese captain and Pandey out using great variation of pace. And maybe it's the man who knows this pitch best. The man who knows how to bowl on it. 160 up for Nepal. Look at that worm. It's beginning to converge, everybody. It's been a long time since the last wicket, back in the 21st over. Look at that. And look, as the wickets started to tumble for Nepal, Jersey now with 2 set batters beginning to get closer. Just everyone, get rid of that wickets column. Just get rid of it in your brain. It's not there. The equation is simple. 91 off 72.
Reinforcements from the sidelines have come back on Karen and KC. But I think obviously from a Nepal perspective, that they're obviously going through the repertoire of bowling options available to them. Karen Casey looking to close out the death part of the 50 overs and see what repertoires he's got in his armoury in terms of variations.
This could be a chance. It's been put down. It was the swirling wind. It was a leading edge up in the air. And I tell you, it looked from this angle, it was almost as if the wind started to blow that back past him. He was running back well, he got to the ball, but he almost got too far past it.
And that's the first error I've seen from the fielding department. I was in praise of the fielding department, the way they've handled themselves, and that could potentially go and cost them.
That feels like a huge moment. 90 off 71.
Instant impact.
Needed. Oh, yeah. You asked for him again, didn't you? You said, bring back on Sampar Kami and Karen Casey. And Karen in particular, who we thought both deserved a wicket in that opening spell. He bowled very well from this end. Worked away out towards square leg. Another single taken. Daniel Birrell just 9 runs away from a 50. Charlie Brennan on 77. He's now back on strike.
Still in the game, 89 from 70 balls, well in the game here. Just keep doing what they're doing. No unnecessary risk, you just got to play proper cricket shots, and before you know it, it's a run a ball.
And that's when a couple of boundaries will seriously affect the fielding side. Huge swing. I think a few of us heard a tiny little noise that went past the bat. I'm not gonna say there was an edge there, but
there's a noise.
it was close, wasn't it? It's what the moment's doing to us, everybody. edge of our seats here. 89 or 69. You can hear a pin drop.
Yeah, it's very quiet out there. You can see it from the energy of the fielding side. I think they realise it as well. They're up against a real battle here. The Jersey batters have not given up on this
Terrific
at
running.
all.
Absolutely terrific. Haven't put a foot wrong between the wickets, these two today. And it's the first time I've heard a few bird sounds, a few seagulls away in the distance, showing just how quiet it is now out here. Not a single noise from a Nepalese fan out on the hill. We're all sat down, just holding the flags now, not waving them around as they were earlier. More good running between the wickets. Don't want a single dot ball here. As Charlie Brennan moves to the non-striker's end into the 80s. You can really feel the tension around the ground here now as the sun gets lower.
I think the key battle here is obviously from Nepal. Can they get a wicket? Can they somehow manage to get a wicket? Whether it's a moment of brilliance, whether it's individuality of brilliance, whether it's a mistake from the batter, which
Club
could
into
be
the
this.
sky. This could be out. Gone. Dipendra Singh Array takes the catch. And Daniel Birrell is distraught. On 41 or 49 balls. It's a magnificent innings. It's now 165 for 9, and you can't help but think that one might just bring 2. This ground will stand up in applause for a brilliant knock from jersey number 10.
Fantastic, fantastic, absolutely brilliant. And he looks distraught. You can tell by the walk-off. He's made a significant contribution towards the team. He's done his team really proud in the way he's contributed towards that innings. As I was just saying, they could just do with a wicket, and right on cue. He's miscued one to deep mid-wicket. The reliable hands of Dipendra. He's not going to drop that in front of his fans.
Well then, out comes the skipper with a grip like fire. Could that be a sign? Chuggy, Charles Pershard bowled very well in the first innings, as he always does. Just the 1 wicket for him. And Sunpal Kami late on in the innings. And it was about this point where the collapse for Nepal started to begin. 195 for 5 Nepal were at this point. But that doesn't tell the situation. Job's just got a lot harder here for Jersey. 1 wicket to win for Nepal. And now the fans from Nepal are awake. Baxaway slapped down the ground. Half chance. He's now running off his own bowling, Sunpal Kami. Whacked back to him with power. Would have been an incredible catch to seal the game.
Yeah, it would have been. And I think, unfortunately, Brendan's in a very sticky situation here where stick or twist, and he's going to have to go for it, or depend on the captain who's coming in at number 11, and whether he can hold an end up whilst he continues to sort of be aggressive from one end. It'll be interesting to see how Nepal attack now the captain.
Well, they've kept the field spread. Full toss, whipped down towards fine leg. Pershard off the mark straight away. it really doesn't feel like Nepal are 1 wicket away, does it?
It
That
doesn't.
partnership's it's almost sapped the life out of the fielding side.
Yeah, and it's been a long day. From a cricket perspective, stop-start is never easy. But especially when you've taken 8 quick wickets, you want to get the game over and done with.
Brennan hits out towards long on. A couple of bounces in front of him, moves to 82. Happy to give the strike back to jersey number 11. And I can tell you, in List A cricket, 50 over cricket, Charles Bashard, his average 18.4. So pretty good for a number 11. As he gets out this Yorker towards backward point. Sampal with the fielding. Oh no, Sampal's bowling. We've got 2 number 10s out on the pitch. That is just incredible. Really helpful. We've got 1 number 10 at backward point. 1 number 10 bowling. Pretty sure Kami is the one bowling, so we'll have to find out and get back to you who that
The imposter.
mystery fielder is. Kami is in. Solid drive from Pershard, who, as skipper, will be batting as if his life is on the line, on a mission for his team. Final ball in the over, and then it'll be 10 to go. Single taken from Bashard. Good positivity for this final wicket. And again, Charlie Brennan showing a lot of faith in his captain. Right then, 10 overs to go. 1 wicket for Nepal to get, and 82 for Jersey. If it does last 50 overs, it's going to be the most incredible finish.
For the last 50 overs, Jersey to win?
Well,
Or Jersey falling short?
I was just thinking, wouldn't it be it would be almost sad if Jersey were to bat out the overs
And not win.
It's
Yeah.
almost like that they would have done the impossible of
Yeah.
keeping their wickets intact. And just to let you know, everybody, it was, I think, in the 21st over when they went 8 down.
So we spoke about it before in terms of, as a head coach, what would you be looking at in this current
Yes.
situation? Resilience. I mean, they've absolutely shown it there.
Bashard wants a single, good diving stop, and probably in hindsight could have had one. Oh no, the ball is trickling towards the stumps. That would have been incredibly close. Good decision in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. He's tried to nudge that down to third man and hurt himself again in the process. He seems to just be injury prone. Wherever he goes, he seems to be getting hurt. He's got 100 today, so that's most important.
Brilliant 100 too. And as this game draws to a conclusion, that 100 from Kushal Patel is the difference. KC over the wicket. A little bit of confusion between these two. Two batters desperate to keep the scoreboard ticking over.
The last thing you want is a run out right now. That's the last thing we want to see. I mean, from Chuggy's point of view, trying to find a single somewhere, get the informed batter of Brent back on strike, who's on 82 from 111 balls.
Very short ball from KC, who picked up his first wicket of the day with the partnership breaker. That partnership worth 106 for the 9th wicket. Wonder if that's a Jersey record. I'll have to check that. Maybe I'll get back to you on Wednesday about that one. 169 for 9. 82 needed off 57. A gathering of dots for Nepal. Well weighted from Bashard. As he'll understand the impact as he continues to swallow up precious deliveries. A boundary here would do nicely.
It's just finding it. It's just finding where he can manoeuvre that ball. There's no room for error. The danger is if he doesn't, he's gonna dot up 4 balls, which kind of puts a little bit more pressure on him.
This could be a chance for overthrows. Good backing up from Sandeep Lamichhane. That would have been an almighty gift. But I think despite, yes, he's faced 5 dots in a row, but Bashard, I think he's got more time than he thinks just to get himself settled.
Yeah, and the danger is he sneaks a single off this ball and gets back on strike. He could almost...
But he's getting his iron.
He could almost just see this out and let the left-hander crack on from the other end.
A lot of pressure now on Brennan. Clubbed up towards mid-on. Gone. And there's the win for Nepal. A terrific win. And it was an unbelievable 9th wicket partnership for Jersey that just made the fans hope for an unbelievable finish. That 106-run partnership between Birrell and the man out there on 82 non-out, Charlie Brennan.